Right, welcome back. Last time we finished the conquest of Scotland, deciding that, well, we could take on France, right? Turns out, with the help of Castile and Aragon, of course, yes we can. Among other things, Eastern Europe is another mess, with, for example, Prussia forming, as well as Scandinavia. Not only that, they also turned Protestant and then went back to Catholic. Bohemia is now Catholic, though begrudgingly so, I guess. And the Reformation is spreading just about everywhere. Central Asia has mostly unified under Yoki or Luz, and I can also start to see more of Asia. So, for example, Great Ming is, well, China, so taking the more historical route. I've also been the first one to discover America, and as far as I can tell, I'm the only one that has gotten here, at least insofar as provinces are concerned. That might change with time, so I am trying to get a colonial nation set up inside of Hispaniola, well, inside the Caribbean as quickly as possible. The Caribbean is extremely important for controlling trade, and I've already gotten a couple of the most important provinces under my control, but I need to get successful expeditions to make this go better, so I'm gonna have to get lucky. Admittedly, my luck has never been the greatest. I've also managed to go quite a ways up bureaucracy ideas. And I haven't been taking exploration ideas because my Diplo point production has been atrocious, so I'm gonna wait a little while before going any further in that direction. My next idea group will probably be a military idea group though, and then another admin idea group. The Pisan insurrection. Nothing happened. I guess that's something that's broken. Great. Okay. Right. I had previously, upon the event for Protestantism, I had previously decided to invite a reformer in. Tag Fayeding, a Berno-Norman theologian and philosopher, has begun preaching in Khorasan. His teachings, however, smell sulfur, being in direct opposition to the Catholic Church of Ireland. Some of the precepts appear influenced by Lutheran heretics. The core tenets of the doctrine was poverty of the clergy, universal priesthood, gospel in vulgar tongue, celebration of the communion under both kinds for punishment for mortal sins regardless of stature. We have three possible policies regarding those Lutherans. Supporting a minority will let it grow faster and prevent you from initiating an inquisition against them. Accepting them, a middle ground solution, or silencing them, which will help make them grow slower but make them more restless. About 10% of the Catholic population converts to Lutheranism in the province and 5% in the neighboring ones. To be honest, the benefits for Lutheranism seem way stronger in my eyes than the benefits for Catholicism. With Catholic, I get 10% extra institution spread in true faith provinces, plus 1 missionary strength, plus 1 diplomats, plus 1 possible advisors, and plus 1 tolerance to the true faith, at the cost of plus 2 interest per annum, which is not something I deal with because I avoid loans, and plus 5% admin tech cost, which is actually kind of awful. With Lutheran, the penalty is minus 1 tolerance to the true faith, which does mean that there are issues involved with keeping unrest under control. But I get plus 2.5% urban production efficiency, which is it's basically a decent economic idea equivalent. Plus 1% missionary strength, so that one can be ignored. Minus 5% tech cost, which acts as minus 15%, relatively speaking, for admin tech, and yeah. Yearly legitimacy plus 0.5, idea cost minus 5%, that's also pretty good. And monthly autonomy change minus 0.05. Very, very interesting. So I think I'll support him. Keep me fully updated. Oh, that allowed me to swap to Lutheran. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy. Against the investment. Okay. Dogma of our... This is just a general overview of everything. Deophytism. Jesus is one person with two natures, one human, one divine, and two wills. Dogma. No direct effect. Recession of the Holy Spirit. Okay, so dogmas don't actually have an effect. Those are just an overview of what the dogma is. Procession with the Holy Spirit from the Son. Theotokos. Mary, Mother of God. Believer in Trinitarianism. Consubstantiation. Denial of a purgatory. Tenets. Universal priesthood. Pending clergy gravity effect, apparently. No baptism. Religious unity minus 10%. Babylon vernacular. Religious unity minus 10%. Increases speed. I can't. That's definitely misspelled. It's either spread missing an R or speed with an A instead of an E. Of religious shift, probably spread. Spiritual power only. Clergy power minus 2.5%. Clergy loyalty minus 2.5%. Commemoration of saints. Legitimacy plus 0.5%. Stability cost modifier minus 0.5%. Divorce legal. Coming up. Possibility of divorce concert. Married priests. Pending clergy gravity effect. Creed through church. Tolerance to religion plus 0.5. Clergy poverty. Pending reduction of population wealth siphoned to the clergy. It's coming, it just hasn't been implemented. No primacy, base hierarchy plus 1. Communion to laity under both kinds, base spirituality plus 1. Rationality, pending effect. Probably something similar to the tech cost. Local tenants, so in Vedic monasticism, pending effect. Indulgences condemned, yearly corruption minus 1%. Legitimacy minus 1%. Oh, it's probably minus 0.01. Earth usury authorized interest minus 5%. Inflation reduction plus 2.5%. Regulated parish registers. Manpower recovery speed plus 1%. Ceremony condemned. No current effect. Absenteeism condemned. Global missionary strength plus 1%, clergy power plus 2.5%. Tolerance policy. One faith with limited tolerance. All should convert to our faith except the Jews who are tolerated. Very well. Well, I can just oust the knights now. Ah! They've got colonists too. Excellent, even if... yeah. Colonial nations get really bad debuffs to that. more they colonize, the easier it is for everyone involved, so... Colonialism owns a trade company or colonial nation. So I should get colonialism ideas, but I don't see it. I guess the requirements have changed since this is somewhat outdated, I think. I'm not sure when the last time this was updated. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. I might be able to find it within the mods files. Give me some time to look. Okay, it's... Oh yeah, that's right. Because of the sheer size, M&T has removed all white spaces. Aha, okay, I'm gonna need a... I really need a minute to read that through. Or get even the most basic idea of what's going on in there. But before anything, does it really matter all that much, does it? Early Tercio infantry. Now the question is, I'm not sure the bureaucrats can get enough influence because I know that plus 20 isn't as much as you might think. So, I'll continue attacking the nobles' base of influence. Or I can attack autonomy. If I lower rural autonomy, because I'm sure the elites are a significant portion of the autonomy. Maybe not as significant in Ireland itself. Okay, yeah. That absolutely means that Scotland isn't. Oh, I can empower historical divisions now. Okay. Okay. I mean, 10 bureaucratic influence. Right. This will reduce the decay of state reach and severely lower global autonomy. Improve admin efficiency, and also increase admin cost, but I can handle it. There we go. And it's also a step required in order to do these reforms, military reforms. I still don't think I have enough influence, though. Yeah, I'll attack their influence base. Restrict noble titles. Reduces corruption and prestige decay. It's good so long as my prestige is positive. This may no longer be the case after a while. I have so much legitimacy, I can actually use a disown unpopular relative without feeling bad about it. Permit the old ways. I'll let their power decay a tad. I don't have enough admin points for any reforms, okay. Lavishly endow the church for a while. Promote and support commerce. Tax relief. There we go. Right, I think this is going to be a good point to stop. I need an heir, badly. Last thing I need is to become yet another junior partner. Oh, become a junior partner to Castile. Yeah, that's not good at all. Okay. Right. I'm not sure. Oh no, I can't even do reforms fully. I don't think I can hit 30. Yeah. That's where reform's going to have to wait. I'm going to need to continue attacking aristocratic influence, at least the privileges that give them more influence. So that's what I'm going to do. And I shouldn't reform while there's instability, so, well, nothing major. It's coming, but just not yet. The country's not ready for it. The other option is to attack their tax exemptions, but I think for now, removing the base of influence is probably the best option. By renovating the court. Continue promoting their faction for now is cheap and easy. I'll wait for an opportune time. New concessions to ancient liberties. Marrying a noble consort tends to pay dividends because it's a continuous source of, well, loyalty. It does give them a lot of power. Just kind of slightly increase their power. Let's not touch that for now. Promote support commerce. Eventually into the church again. I will probably have to start reforming the church too, in order to ensure they don't do any funny business. Okay, and now expand the bureaucracy. 40% should be enough to get enough influence in order to hit 30. I'm hoping that might also drop aristocratic influence enough to be workable, but I can't be 100% certain on anything. Right. Let's grab barrel rifling, and yeah, I'm gonna wait on depot tech. Right, land morale plus 0.09, combat with plus 1, infantry shock plus 0.15, artillery shock plus 0.04, enables promise acres. Yeah, invincible general cannon sounds. Does not sound European. It sounds more like a direct translation of something from East Asia, so. I've actually managed to push through provincial reform, which is amazing. Autonomy is going down fairly rapidly. Well, was going down. It's starting to have trouble again, but if I can get autonomy down lower and get enough bureaucratic influence, I can further improve things. There is the issue of bureaucratic factionalization, but I think the reform... Yeah, I need to get an organized bureaucracy first before I can even think about it. Great. Okay, and so to organize the bureaucracy, I need 30 bureaucratic influence. Of course I do. Yep, factionalism is going to be something that's fairly important because it allows the bureaucracy to exert more influence, making reforms easier. Anyway, I have formed a colonial nation. Name pending. Name is absolutely pending. I might come up with a better idea than Irish Heidi. Especially considering I don't actually own any of, you know, IRL Heidi. Yeah. I have, however, gotten some tech. And I've finished off bureaucracy ideas, and as my next idea group, picked quality ideas. Not unsurprising, it's one of my preferred ones. And I've also gotten the first two ideas, so my infantry and cavalry are certainly fighting more effectively than they otherwise would be. There's also a bubonic plague going around, which is great. Although it does not appear to have actually done all that much in Desmonheim. But now, over here is a different story. Apparently it reached the capital, but it kind of passed over to other provinces. Ooh, amenities have also... I have also improved amenities inside the capital to rank 3 now. Excellent. And there's also a minor center of learning. And knowledge production is slowly increasing. I've also set up a luxury cloth manufacturer. And it is slowly expanding too, though it's taking its sweet time. But all that has helped to increase immigration, which is very, very good. Because I need more literati. And the only way to get more literati is to increase the population of urbanites. Of course, if all else fails, there is the failsafe of asking Castilla to send it my way. As it might eventually do. Give them time. Of course, also as the first one to get it, I'm also having Columbian Imports slowly spread to me. Although it's of no importance as an institution for now. I believe, yep, England's already embraced it anyway. I'm just waiting, because Columbian Imports, all it does is slightly improve goods produced. Once you ignore the whole, oh, it's so important. I guess I mean no, Scandinavia doesn't have it. Oh, it's spreading through trade because England embraced it. It's kind of annoying that England managed to get a colonial nation. 2 colonial nations now? A couple years after I managed to get one. What can I say? I tend to be unlucky. Right, let me just complete this Beyond Cape Beaujador mission so that I can get a settler buff to finish off Jamaica as soon as possible. The League War started and the first end has arrived. There seems to be missing the 7th elector. The Catholicism is the dominant faith. Imperial authority has almost completely collapsed though. The Calvinists have also arrived on the scene, and there are a couple countries that have already embraced it. I know Guelders has, but I don't know of any others. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it. Well, Basel has embraced it. Mulhausen is actually not Calvinist, Lutheran. Switzerland happens to hold a center, the owner of a center, so yeah, not fun for them. They're liable to convert soon. I have also converted to Lutheran, since I figured it would give me better benefits than staying Catholic. And England has been... I think they just constantly have reactionary warlords wandering about. I'm just not entirely sure why, but they're just falling apart to rebels. There's always at least one province that's sieged down. I'm not sure. The rebels might even be dead by now. They just never bothered to siege down, de-siege the provinces. Yeah. I've also done some more expeditions. I figure the best opportunity to set up a high trade value province inside of Africa happens to be South Africa. Though of course this is going to take quite a bit of investment to get to. But with time, it will be there. I'm also fairly certain Irish Haiti is going to build up in trade value. point where I can get the requirements. Just give it time. They'll get there eventually. I've also reduced their titles to 0, the noble titles to 0. And I've been continuing to increase state reach. There. I believe that's everything. Anyway. Alright. Yeah, that is it. I have definitely gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then.